Hey guys, Tarke here, and I think I've done it. I've made an OCD friendly garden. It was a very long day on stream. I'll show it all off, but first, massive shout out to Sefric, and also quick shout out to whoever made this gardening tool. If it wasn't for this, we would have gotten absolutely nothing done. I'll leave a link to it down below. But basically, with this tool, you can just plan out every individual thing and just put in whatever. Yeah, this tool, invaluable. So what was my goal with my garden? I wanted a garden which could do all tier 4 seeds if I wanted to, while having neat cable management. Everyone's putting all these guides on Reddit and they've got awful cable management. So what does neat cable management look like? Mostly straight lines, lots of efficient pathing, and yes. So at the bottom I've got my tier 1s, which I've just done a blank of. I find I do this often enough. I only need 2 tier 1 collectors. So here are my tier 1 blue collectors. Here are my tier 1 purple collectors. And here are my tier 1 yellow collectors. So that's all of that. What you saw there was my tier 4 blue farm. Here I have my storage, or a first bit of my storage. So you can see that I'm filling this all up. And this is what I'm talking about, my neat cable management. I do this thing called, I call it braiding. That seems what people call them. So yeah, we braid stuff together and then we just do like neat offshoots. So we've got a big storage tank over here. And then I've got another like mini storage tank. So this is something you can do. You don't ever need to do pylon link to pylon. You can actually link storage in with your wires, which is just slightly more, like if you're just trying to like maximize storage space, it's slightly more efficient. Also, a big thing to mention, the way we've set this up is efficient in terms of gardening, but not efficient in terms of setup cost. Like, I took a big hit on I need way more pylons than you would normally need, but it all looks tidy, and for me it's worth spending a couple of extra 1,000 life force at the early of the league to have it all look pretty. I don't need to tear this all apart, you know, further down lines, because we've got more storage over here, got storage over here, and here you can see again like storage, pylon storage going up to pylons. So up here I've got my yellow farm. And again, I wanted to have it set up in a way that I never had to think. So the way I've got it set up is every single one of my tier 4 gardens has a dispenser of every single type, because you need juice from every single type. And there's like complete coverage of this. So what this means is any yellow tier 2 or higher seed, I can just plump it down. I don't need to think, as long as I fill in this whole thing. Once the whole thing is filled, I then turn on all my dispensers and they feed everything. I've also blocked with the corners with dud tier 2 seeds, and if you do this, these will grow, but they won't ever pop. So it helps you fill the adjacent bonus, because these will requires X adjacents to grow. So yes, comes across through here, and there's also a spreadsheet we came up with which shows how to copy this if you would like to copy this, by the way. Purple shoots off around that way, connects back up through here, and again, all nice and neat. All nice and neat. I've got a big space here. I can actually shove another huge storage space up here if I want to. It's something I'll do eventually, but for now I just want to fill up all my storage tanks and then back down here for this. So yeah, if you're someone who feels like you are fine with doing the garden often enough that you only need like 2 tier 1 farms, I'd highly recommend this. And the way that I do this is I just save up a bunch of tier 1 seeds. I then fill everything up. Once everything's filled up, I then harvest, collect, refill, harvest, collect, refill. And yeah, with the way that I'm doing my tier 2 seeds, I only start juicing the tier 2 seeds once it's completely fill up. If you want to do it faster, you can also plant tier 1 seeds in here just to like get the crop going faster. So I'll quickly show you the Google Doc, and also it's got an appropriate like how much you need of everything. So the approximate costs, and again, this is efficient for visuals, not efficient for setup costs, is 201 pylons, which is 2010 life force, 36 dispensers, that is accurate, 9 collectors, and we've gone for 115 storage, which is probably like way too much storage. But yeah, and the total cost is apparently 6.2k. So it's broken up into layers, which makes it a little bit easier to set up. So you can see this is just the yellow version, so this is just all the yellow. And then here it's the pink version, here's the blue version, And then here's what it looks like, and this is what I have. So this is what I currently have, just minus this storage bit here, and also I'm missing this storage bit here, which I can fill in later if and when as needed. And if you're like, well, where would you fill in your like crafting stations? They're 2x1 if I remember correctly, so they all fit in perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can fit 8 in there, and you can connect them very neatly to these top pylons. And then these two, you can connect through pylons on the outside there. So yeah, you can connect everything in there really neatly. And we've also got this huge empty space here where we could also just like put them all neatly to this bit here if we wanted to. But yes, the goal, as you can see, was to have it efficient but pretty cables. Some of the people from Seal Major's Discord happened to come across the stream, and I said, hey, what do you think of this? Because all they've been doing is trying to come up with the like most efficient setups. Deagle was like, yeah, honestly, like I approve it. Apparently it's like 5% inefficient, but it's more than good enough. And other than him finding the pylon cost slightly excessive, it's got the seal of approval there. So anyway, hopefully this is helpful. If, like me, you're just a little bit, you know, inept and have to have everything just right. But, you know, I think we've done it. And hopefully I don't ever have to touch this. So GGG, please don't change the garden. In my last video I said change the garden. No, now I've got it set up, don't change the garden. But yes, I'm Tarke. Have a good day. I'll have some build updates in the next couple of days. See you later. Bye-bye.